Hello and welcome again. This is your lean sequence. So lean sequence is going to be a little bit more vigorous than the other sequences. Well, not maybe just about as much as your energy sequence, but lean sequence focuses more on the core area, okay? Because the core is our powerhouse, the center of our where all the movements originate, right? So if you think about your arms, your legs, everything, your extremities, the ease of your movement stems from the power and the resilience of your core. So we're gonna do some core training basically, all right? So let's start with a chair flow. So coming into chair pose, we're gonna bring the feet all the way together. And then you're just going to gently sit down into a seat. So bring the knees together, tuck the belly in, keep the chest up. Hands can stay on your hips, or if the shoulders are feeling good, you can lift your arms straight up. So from the side view, I'm sinking down into the heels. I'm keeping the back nice and straight, sinking the butt back and down. Thighs are squeezing together, arms lifting all the way up into the sky. Your biceps are by your ears. Or if that feels a little too intense, hands can be in your heart center. Hands can also be on your hips, okay? So we're gonna get into a little bit of flow. You're probably already feeling some heat in your legs, right? So keep facing where you are, breathe in to lift up, and then breathing out, bring your hands into your heart center. So breathing in to lift up, and breathing out and sink back and down, squeezing your thighs together, lifting your belly. Breathing in, reach, and breathing out, lower. So warming up the thighs. Breathing in, lift, and breathing out and lower. Belly is in, that's your core. Breathing in, lift up, and then breathing out, lower. Last one here, breathing in, lift up, and then breathing out, lower. Now we're gonna get into a twisting chair. So from your chair pose, you're gonna lean forward just a little bit. So back stays long, and you're gonna bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. And then from here, you're gonna push the right elbow into the left knee and twist belly, ribs, and chest. So chest is starting to face the left side, okay? Now left hand is pushing into the right hand, push through the right forearm, and then push into that left knee. Very important that you want to come and look down and make sure that both knees are stacked. So very easily, right knee wants to go forward of your left knee. Don't let that happen. Pull the right hip back. Okay, now let's take a big breath in and lift up because your legs are probably burning, right? And then sinking back down into your chair pose first. Now we're going to twist over to the other side. So twist your chest, belly, ribs, and chest. Elbow comes down to the outside of your right knee, pushing the hands together, push into your right knee, left over into your right knee, and then turn the chest over to your right side. Continue to lift the belly in towards your spine. Keep your spine long, back of the neck is relaxed, in line with the rest of your spine. And breathing in to lift all the way up. Ooh, breathing out, hands to come to heart center. And then just shake out that a little bit. Probably produced quite a bit of heat here. Now, from here, we're gonna get into a warrior series, a very short one, 3 poses only. So from the top of your mat, feet are underneath your hips. You're gonna step your right foot back first. So you're gonna step it back, nice and long. The back heel lands down and back toes turn out to about 45 degrees. So this is your warrior one. Turn the hip wants to face diagonal. You want to turn the hip back to the front. Feet stay about hip distance apart. So hips back to the front. Front knee is bent at 90 degrees and lift your arms straight up into the sky. So lifting up, lengthening through the fingertips. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears, arms lift. Warrior one, just right here. Now take a moment to feel the feet, the connection of the feet towards the earth. The feet are all spread out. So all four corners of your right foot and left foot are touching. You're pushing the left heel down into the earth so that your left butt cheek is feeling that squeeze. Back of the neck is long. You're looking forward, ribs knit in. So from here, we're gonna open it up to Warrior Two. So you simply turn the body to face the front. Move that left foot back just a little bit, maybe a little bit wider. So now take a look at your right heel. It's lined up with the left arch of your foot. Right knee stays at 90 degrees. Arms stretch away from each other. Shoulders stay over your hips. So I'm not leaning, okay? Shoulders stay over your hips. Belly is in, your spine is tall. And then let's turn our eye gaze over to the right fingertips. Soften your eye gaze and look into the future. Engage through the belly, pushing down into the legs, into the feet. Feel the strength in your legs and feel that the crown of your head is reaching up towards the sky. So that dynamic tension of sinking down into the earth and lifting up into the head, into the sky at the same time. Fingertips pull away from each other, but the core pulls in nice and tight. Opposing energies and forces. So from here, you're gonna straighten your front leg, reaching the torso forward as much as you can. When you can reach any further, right hand just drops down. I might have cued you on the other side, but anyways, if you go back to the beginning of the tape, just reverse left for right, okay? Left arm reaches straight up into the sky. So arms are vertical, right? Left arm reaches up towards the sky, right hand reaches down towards the earth. Look up or look down, your choice. What makes your neck feel a little bit better? So this is your triangle, and if you look at yourself in the mirror or in the camera, your body needs to stay nice and long and angular. So there is not big curves in this one at all. Lifting through the belly to keep your torso nice and long, and legs are pushing into the earth to keep your body nicely framed and supported. Fingers reaching. So every part is kind of playing their own part to keep the body weight evenly distributed. Not one part of the body is working too hard or alone. Everything is working together as a team. Now you're gonna look down, bend your right knee, and bring your hands down onto the floor, framing your right foot, and turn your left heel up. And then we're just going to push the front leg back and then come into downward dog. Take a little breath here, and we're gonna switch over to the other side. So this time, your left foot lunges forward, and as it lunges forward, now take a foot and look at the back foot, pull it in just a little bit, land the heel down, and then turn the toes out. As you bring your hands either onto your hip or reaching straight up into the sky, coming up into your Warrior One. So in Warrior One, our shoulders sit over the hips. Hips are facing forward, directly facing forward. So you should feel a big squeeze in your right butt cheek right now, because the heel is landing down and you're pushing that back leg really straight into the floor. The front knee bends, arms lift. So choose this option if it feels good, if it feels like you're lifting up nice and tall. If the shoulders are in need of a little care today, don't be afraid to bring the hands down onto the hips or into heart center and just relax your shoulders. Not a big deal at all. This pose is all about strengthening your legs. Okay, so from Warrior One, we come into Warrior Two. Once again, you turn your toes and then you open your torso to face the back. So right now you're looking at my backside, which is also a good perspective to see that I am turning my back to face you completely, but my knee is facing over the middle of my foot and my right leg is pushing down straight into the floor. So the outer edge of my right foot is really connected and the arch of my right foot is slightly lifted. Now I'm trying to place my shoulder right over my hips and arms reaching out away from each other. I gaze over the left hand, just at the end of the left fingertips, and gaze over longingly for something that we desire. Big smile on your face and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out, lifting up through the crown of your head and sinking down through the feet. Good. So from here, you're going to push into the front leg to straighten that front leg. Reaching through the left fingers to reach all the way forward first. And then land that hand down onto any part of your leg. If you have a block handy, you can even put your hand on your block, and then the other arm just reaches straight up into the sky. Now in this position, try to keep your chest as open to the front as possible. So we don't want to have that chest collapsed, okay? So chest is open, shoulders open, fingers are reaching up towards the sky, and I like to look up sometimes just to see if I can challenge my balance a little bit. Because when you don't see your legs, what that's supporting you, sometimes it becomes a little bit uncertain as to whether or not you can keep your balance. Trust yourself, and with practice, you're going to be able to do that with more and more ease. Otherwise, look down towards the earth, and then everything is back into perspective. All right, very good. So now bending the front knee, hands come down onto the floor. Listen, you're going to pull the right knee in and then just sit down on your butt. I'm going to come into a little bit more of a core work, okay? So right here, lean back so that the tailbone is, we're not sitting on the tailbone, sitting behind the tailbone just slightly. Hands go onto the back of your thighs. Elbows lift up, belly sinks in. You're going to look at your belly button and see what's going on. Make the heel really light here, and if it feels like it's completely doable, lift the heels up and then gradually raise the legs up to be tabletop. So about parallel to the floor, and knees are slightly bent, okay? If that's doable and you want to straighten your legs, go ahead, go for it. If this feels it's a little too much intensity, keep your knees bent, not a problem. Now see if you can gradually lift your hands off of your thighs and then just sit up a little taller, straightening your spine a little bit more and lift your chest a little bit more. And finally, if you want to straighten your leg in this position so everything becomes straight, arms, legs, and chest, the spine, everything becomes straight, this is your full boat pose. Okay, so let's grab the legs, a little bit rest here, breathing in here, and then breathing out as we straighten. So any form of this is okay. Breathing in, pull it back in, rest, and then breathing out, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Two more, just like that. Breathing in here, and then breathing out. Last one, breathing in, and then breathing out, reach, hold, and then you're gonna lower yourself all the way down to the floor for a little bit more core work. Okay, lean program. We gotta zero in on the core area, okay? So feet are down for now. And then you're gonna bring your fingertips to your temple or behind your head. Just link your fingers and give your head a little support. Never yank your neck, okay? So we're just gonna gently curl the upper body up so hands are nicely supporting the back of the head, and then lower it down. Breathing in here. Breathing out as you're lifting it up. So a little core work. Upper abs are gonna feel it. And breathing in as you lower it down. A couple more just like that. Breathing out and lifting up. And then breathing in and lower it down. Last one here. Breathing out and lifting up. Watch the shoulders, watch the elbows, that they do not collapse in here, okay? Keep them as open as you can. And then breathing in to lower down. Now next time, as you come up, lift the knees up to meet in the middle. So knees, I'm stopping them directly over the hips, okay? Shins or tabletop position. So meeting here, breathing out, and then breathing in as you lower everything down to the floor. Back is not arching, neutral spine. Breathing out to lifting up, and breathing in to lower down. Couple more just like that. Breathing out here, and then breathing in to lower down. Nice and slow. Feel the fire building in your core area. Breathing out here, and then breathing in to lower down. Now release your hands as you come up. Breathing out and reach your fingertips all the way towards your heel. And then breathing in as we reach the arms straight up overhead. Make sure that as your arms go up, that the ribs do not pull wide open and the back does not arch up, okay? So keep the core nice and tight as the arms reach. Breathing out as you pick yourself back up again. And breathing in as you reach. Pull the ribs nice and tight. Breathing out, lifting up. And breathing in to lower down. Last one. Breathing out and lift up. And breathing in to lower down. Now you can take a rest, or you can lift up and straighten your leg all the way. And as you lower down, keep your legs straight, and then just drop them down toward the floor, and take care not to let the back arch. So your legs might be stopping here before you go up here, and then the back arches. All of a sudden you can stick your hand underneath. We don't want that to happen, okay? So lower the legs down. Breathing out to lift all the way up, as high up as possible. And then breathing in to lower it down. So now both upper and lower abs are working super hard. Breathing out here. And then breathing in to lower it down. Last one. Breathing out, coming on up. And then breathing in to lower it down. You're gonna bend the knee and then bring the fingertips back to your temple or back behind your head, and we're gonna do a little crisscross to finish, okay? So pull the knees into your chest again and keep your elbows away from each other as much as you can. Now take a big breath in, and then as you breathe out, you're gonna pick up your right shoulder and push that towards your left knee, and then lengthen the right leg all the way out. And then breathe in to come back to the center, and breathing out as you push over to the other side. And then breathe in to come back to the center. So breathe out as you twist, shoulder reaching for the knee, and then breathe in back in the center. We are going very slow here, mindful, and breathing at the same time, controlling every movement that we make with our body. Breathing out, twist, and then breathing into center, and over to the other side. Breathing out and twist, and then breathing into center. All right, one more time each side, and then we're gonna get into Shavasana just a little bit. Breathing out here, and then breathing in here. Your oblique muscles are working super hard, sides of the body. And then breathing in here, and then lower yourself all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest and say hallelujah. Congratulations, that was not easy, okay? So pull the knees into your chest and maybe lift your lower back just up just a little bit. Gently massage it up and down, and gently massage it side to side. That feeling is glorious. And then take care to release the legs all the way down, arms away from each other. Turn your palms up and make sure to stay in your Shavasana for a few minutes at least, right? 5 minutes. And this is also a great opportunity to do your daily meditation. And that meditation for today, you know what it is, okay? Or affirmation. An affirmation meditation for about 10 minutes with whatever affirmation that you would like to use for the day. Can be, I am ready. Can be, I am strong. Can be anything you want it to be. Anything that's positive, that's in the present tense, not in the future tense. That is in the present tense. You're going to speak it as if it's already happened, that we believe it. Okay. So stay here for as long as you want to. And when you're ready, you're going to come out of it and conclude it and move on with your day, okay? I will see you very soon again. Stay.